maybe we have something to share with us, so we can.
Butts.
Butts.
All right. So last we left off, the party just defeated Belcos. And the party not retreated, sorry. Went back to a safer room to rest. And for Lestrana, within her hands, she has a solid piece of the beholder's eye, the lens of the beholder's eye. But also, just for a reminder, besides all the coinage and treasure, gold treasure,
Hey, how much coins are that?
it's a scroll up. There's a lot
It's
of currency.
it's all in Aster's bag now.
Yeah. But I'll say probably Lestrana plucked out one of the pearls from the crown because Lestrana needs to has something to identify with.
Yep, Lestrana has a pearl.
Yep. So that 2,400 GP crown with pearls is probably like 2,000 gold at this point. But at the same time, the party also did leave with two other things besides the lens. There was a potion. As well as one other thing, I believe. And a small black bead that's about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. All right. So, Lestrana, you are planning to make something. You are planning to make something with the lens, correct?
Yes.
All right. So we will begin with that. So you find a comfortable place, and you spend some time preparing your tools required. In this case, I think you were planning to use the jeweler's tools.
Yes.
So that happens. And as you do so during this hour, for the rest of the party, you do notice that Yaka, who is currently floating around Lestrana, is strangely still and also quiet. For Roy, I'll say this doesn't really require Roy. And all of you do notice that around Yaka right now appears to be a very faint silhouette of a horned rabbit.
Kick his ass, rabbit.
Lestrana like rabbit.
In Lestrana's head, when Sif says kick his ass, Ijin is telling you that I can only keep him quiet for now. Any other efforts is a bit too much.
Well, I'm trying to not screw this up, so I don't want him
Exactly.
interfering.
Exactly. This is a delicate process we are about to go through. So, an hour passes, and you have your jeweler's tools with you right now. And you grab some gold and silver coins from, I'll say probably from the bag from Esther.
Just look at Aster and go, I need to borrow some of I need to use some of these.
Aster is asleep. Aster doesn't care.
Okay, so probably around some amount. That's some amount of currency, and you begin to mold and shape them into the frames of eyeglass, which doesn't take you much effort. This is the easy part. And when you're done, you begin to examine the lens that you have. Is well sizable. You do know that the parts that contain the magics that you want is closer to the center. And there is also a hairline crack along the center from due to damage sustained from the battle. But you know what you need to do, and you begin to slowly crack off the outer edges, making your way slowly to the center. And once you reach the core of the lens, this is where I'll need you to give me the Dex plus 2 proficiency roll.
Dex plus 2 proficiency?
Yep. So I believe we said it was like a plus 6 for your case. That's
So,
good.
well,
So
that's
as you
without
begin,
any proficiency. That's just the straight Dex. That was easier to roll.
okay, that's great actually. So as you begin to polish, you do hear Eugene's voice once again. Would you like a bit more help? I think we can still do better. But doing so will cost me some energy, and I might not be able to hold Yaka back for today. Sorry, for some amount of time.
That may be a worthwhile risk.
Right? And you feel a bit of energy coming from Eugene into your hands as you continue to polish and grind away at the lens. Give me one more roll. I'll just take the higher one between the two. You have a plus 9, right? So, okay. Plus 9. So, wait, 6 plus 3, right?
Plus
So that's the
4
total.
because of proficiency, I believe, right?
Oh, is your proficiency 4 or 3 now?
The proficiency is 4 now.
Oh, okay. 4. 4 is a total of 23. Okay. All right. So you begin the polish, and eventually you get two clear lens which you are fairly confident of, and you insert them into the frame of the glasses. Okay, give me a sec. So you managed to pass the first DC. Didn't. Okay. Okay. And you now are holding a pair of eyeglasses that are a bit silvery and gold, with a silverish gold frame, and lens made from the eye, and glass lenses made from a beholder's eye. And as you look at your work, you do hear Eugene's voice slowly becoming quieter. Help me pass a message to Yaka. Help me tell him that I will be back. And there's nothing he can do to stop me or the rest of us. He has tried 120 years ago and failed. He will not succeed now. And the silhouette around Yaka disappears, and Ijin is quiet for now.
Good bunny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for silver, so with a 23, that'll get you 2 charges.
Yay!
Yeah. 25 will have been 25 and above will have been for 3. So that's why you were very close to getting to the 25. So I was asking. Yeah. All right. So what would Lestrana like to do with the glasses?
Hmm.
What
Well,
is Lestrana calling the glasses?
for right now, their name is just going to be lenses of seeing.
Okay.
She'll come up with something fancy before she has to present them back to the rest of the artificers.
Well, it's better than my name. I called it beauty because beauty is the eye of the beholder.
Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna switch Kim so I can make 15 attacks against Marsashi.
Masashi has blur and an AC of 19, so good luck.
I mean, that actually sounded pretty good to me. I wish I could have come up with something that funny. I'd love to have seen him try to hit Mahina.
Okay. So Lestrana probably spends a bit more time to attune herself to the lens. So this entire process itself probably took around 3 or 4 hours into the long rest. So Esther is sleeping slash resting, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, how about for Civ, Roy, and Roy? Runa will probably just be observing the process along with Azaka. But how about for Roy and Civ?
Sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Watching over the group until they're certain nothing's moving, then sleeping.
All right. Well, the only thing moving is Lestrana working on the eyeglasses. So Civ will have felt calm enough to probably take a nap.
Yep, once it was definite that there was no other threats around, Civ would curl up in a corner and snore.
All right. So for Civ, as you sleep, you find yourself in your mind space facing Wongo, who for the first time that you see him looks aesthetic. Wongo is very pleased with your actions. You are very entertaining. I'm I am impressed.
There's a momentary lift of an eyebrow before Civ gives a simple grunt. Violence and chaos is impressive. The effort to resist the chaos is impressive.
Mm. I like the way you think. And for your efforts in providing such fine entertainment, I'll give you a small present for your friend, for your brother in arms. And Civ, you feel a bit of energy from Wongo leave. Not towards you, but towards Grey. and uh, for the soul of Grey, you feel somewhat relieved. You feel more like yourself. So for David, could you remove all points of exhaustion from Grey?
Yep.
Okay. And we'll deal with Grey later, waking up in a body that's much older than when he went to sleep in. How much older is Grey now?
Like freaking 70 years.
So there's like an increase of like 40 years or something like that.
I believe it was 40 and 30 for the two roles.
I thought it was like 30 and 20, but okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah, no, that's why he was dead.
Okay. So that's done. That's done. Is Lastrana interested in testing out her glasses?
You should probably look around a little bit.
All right. So you call upon the power of the glasses, and immediately your vision begins to have a shimmer of a green overlay. As you begin to look around your party, the first thing you notice about them is that all of them appears to have a small little silhouette around them. Azaka has a snake. Roy has a... What did Roy have? Roy had a giant frog. Hold on. What's everyone's? Kubazan. There's a giant bird around Esther. You do see a sleeping agent on yourself. And when you look towards Civ, you see two things. You see two. You see a small kobold and an angry monkey. And as you expand your vision to the rest of the room, what immediately catches your attention is that there appear to be numerous hands clinging to the walls. And you immediately think of the hands that were on Withers, the architect. There was also nothing invisible around you right now. Yeah, and I'll say that unless there's something you want to ask, that's probably what Lastrana is seeing right now.
No, I think that's probably all she would do. Just kind of making the observation. Oh, I can see gods.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
somehow
so sorry.
somehow the walls are even creepier now.
Also, you seeing? Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, as Kiwis, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I guess more importantly is that the room appears to be what it seems. Right. I just realized I forgot to include a paragraph in the item description say against his charges after a long rest. I'll do it later. It's implicit.
That's when most things regain charges.
Yeah.
Something. Well, it's not usually that they regain them at the end of a long rest. They regain them at dawn or dusk, because the glasses don't glasses don't sleep.
But the glasses know the time.
But they know what time it is.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, that's that. Okay. So, let's see. Usually the watch pairings would be okay. So, uh, does will it be Gray or Sif who wakes up for their watch?
It would be Gray who wakes up, whether there's a watch or not.
All right. So Gray, you wake up for your watch, and you do see Runa, who's also awake. They are keeping an eye on the entrances, making sure everyone is, safely sleeping.
And Gray immediately starts to gripe about backaches. What the holy crap, my back.
Oh no, you hold on. And she goes over and begin pushing against your back.
Wait, who the hell are you?
I'm Runa. I am Rashi's older sister.
Oh, you're taller than her.
That's why I'm the older sister.
Oh, logic.
Oh, I just remember one thing. Runa will have expended whatever spell slot she will have needed to remove Curse on Roy, because I'm just gonna force it right now. Okay. Okay. So I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yeah. So I forgot about that part. Yep. Rashi has left us. But I'm here to
Yeah,
help visit.
thank you. Sorry
Mm.
about Rashi.
She did what she had to do, and in doing so, her faith has proven stronger than whatever evils are within this tomb. She's currently with Helm now. She'll be fine. Along with her little friend.
If Helm wills it.
So you sit down, two of you sit down and continue your watch. And you begin to notice a small chill begin to come over you. And as you glance around the room, 3 pair of eyes stare back at you. And
House
they
cleaning?
are awfully familiar. No, they aren't wearing masks, but they are tall, feminine in structure, but double jointed limbs and a horrendous looking face. Um, and they look towards you and Runa. We have an outlier here. And you suddenly find yourself unable to, both you and Runa find yourself unable to move or speak out. The third of these tall old ladies, woman, reach over and grab onto Runa. You are not supposed to be here, but I think you can still be useful to us. So we'll need you to come along. And with that, the 3 figures, along with Runa, disappear. Uh, Civ can give. Sorry, not Civ. Gray, you can give me an intelligence check. Have you read the book that? Did you read did Gray read the Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Gray probably looked over someone's shoulder and read a bit, but never actually sat down and read it cover to cover.
I'll say that's good enough. You can make this intelligence check at. I'll call it a history check at advantage. You do have proficiency in history, correct? Okay. You are very, very sure you just met a coven of hags. And with a 27, you definitely know they're night hags. Night hags.
Where's your horse?
Okay.
Hmm. And after a minute or so, you regain control of your body.
Ah, shit. Do we really have to fight a coven?
Gray crawls over and feverishly wakes up Lestrana.
What?
There were night hags here, but they didn't have horses with them. But they were still night hags here. Holy shit! They grabbed the new lady.
They
Horses?
grab Verona?
Yeah, I don't know where their horses were, but the night hags grabbed the Varuna.
Oh. Mm. There's no K in the night.
Well, maybe when they find their horses, they'll find their K.
Okay. Hold on. I need to find horses to give to these night hags.
No.
You're in a dungeon. The horses can't run anywhere anyway.
That's true.
The horses won't fit in most halls.
Yeah.
They're large creatures.
Ethereal horses can run through walls fine, but then I don't think it affects the combat in any way. Hey, the
Long
photo
rest.
says they have mounts. Okay, interesting.
Mounts are used outside dungeons.
The parking's outside?
Oh my god.
So there's just horses parked outside the dungeon now.
There's a parking lot.
Okay. Hey, coming back. Uh, I'll say for the Strana, you are probably intelligent enough to know the explanation from the Night Hags. Um, your strong guess is probably that they came in while ethereal, grabbed Runa, and etherealized away. Because night hags are very frequently use the ethereal plane for their purposes. Oh, you know what? At the same time, with that high of a history check, Sif, sorry, Gray, you recognize one of the night hags. She visited the party.
Monkey troops.
No, it's the same day though. Uh, there was a night where you're keeping watch, where you and Rashi were keeping watch, and everyone fell asleep, including you. The figure that you saw back then was one of the night hags.
And that's the night we got our little pokes, which is how they cloned Aster, which is how Aster came back from the dead. And put it all together.
Now you know why they were there.
Did they have their horses with them at that time?
You know what? Yes, sure. Yeah. They have one horse with them.
That's how he knows about the horses.
Yep.
He's,
Yep.
he saw them.
Yeah, that was staying the distance. Yeah.
Ooh.
At least they weren't wearing armor.
They
Yeah.
also have their heads.
Wait, headless night hags? Isn't that what we're trying to do with the night? I won't ask more questions.
No, read the book. We have to find their hearts.
Oh.
Mm.
Gray lets Lestrada go back to bed, but uses her knees as a pillow.
I assume we're done with the long rest after that.
Unless there's anything else the party would like to do during this long rest, it is now considered done.
Can we
And
fast
party.
Can we fast travel back to the staircase?
Oh yeah, definitely. So fortunately, the lever is currently on your side of the room. So the party can pull the lever and make your way to the staircase. Hold on.
This is the part where
The
our legacy
party,
pops up.
sorry, the party for the four of you, sorry, five plus Osaka. As you wander through the halls where you know there used to be mold, the mold has begun to, what's the word here?
Wither?
Decay sounds,
Rot.
with, mold is already technically rot. Wither would be the word I'll use. They're beginning to wither and shrink in their surface area, and slowly turning from a purplish color to a more whitish, pale purple color. The other thing I just remembered that I should probably say, the two items that you threw at the beholder, which is the ink bottle and the alchemy jar, the party did remember to go and grab it. So, is there anything else regarding this that I forgot? That's settled. That's settled.
Gray quietly pokes one of the piles of mold and goes, seems desiccated.
Nothing happens.
As it should after what it buzzed through.
All right. So as the party come back to the grand staircase, the main staircase, where is the party planning to proceed to?
Down.
All right.
So we can get to the bottom of this dungeon and finish it.
So we can get to the bottom of this problem, huh?
Okay.
How many keys do we have now? 3?
3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Take us down a layer, DM.
Okay, give me a second.
I'm gonna refill my drink while you do that.
It's
what's
still a fairly
marching
large
order?
room.
Well, I imagine that it's Aster in front,
I was
followed.
going to say, is it Aster in front or Gray in front? Or is it Aster and Gray at one end each, with Roy at the back end of the front?
We can let the old man be in the back.
I think Aster in front, followed by Roy, then Lestrana, then Gray.
And Asaka can take care of the complete rear.
Mm-hmm.
So Esther, Lestrana, Roy, Gray, and Azaka.
No, Aster then Roy.
Yeah.
So that Roy is closer for looking for traps.
Oh right. That's the thing you could do. Okay, welcome to the 4th floor. What was the range on the light of Essos sword again? 2020? Or was it 30?
Aster can see 120.
No, there's a human in your party that can't see.
Can't see shit, Captain.
Yeah. What was the light on? Unless Esther's not using a light, then I'll just ask someone to hold a torch.
Sword is 80-40.
80 bright, 40 dim. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I assume Roy can see now.
Yes.
Okay, you guys are the party is somewhere in the center of the map. So as you proceed down the stairs, the first thing you do realize is that this is like a half floor. There's a slightly lower floor at the bottom where you can see. The party can see this. So I'll just shift the party there to take a look. You see the hole, square hole in the ground, as you look down from the staircase. Along the, and you do notice 4 large statues that are indicated by the star. 4 large statues of 4-armed gargoyles. Mm.
Based on,
For
oh, go ahead.
no, I was just going through the other things. There's a few things I need to mention. And you do hear what's it called? Low rumbling noise coming from this hole in the floor. For Lestrana, because you are familiar with this type of sound, it sounds rhythmical and mechanical.
Hmm.
Okay. So, but this is what they see as they enter the room. But the party is still on the staircase. Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah.
I will pass on what I hear.
Okay. So the party, I think, is continuing down the stairs.
Other direction, I believe.
Yeah, the stairs is the other way. it goes down this way. The party can more or less see all this. It's just that the walls, because of the lighting, is making a bit weird. Yeah. Okay. Where did Esther? Oh, Esther ran all the way down. So Esther, sorry. As you went down the corridor, there was actually a plaque. One of the bronze plaques on the way down the stairs. If you're heading to where the gargoyle statues are, is what you see is hold on, let me paste the plaque. Here you go. Death to fire, dine or drown. Precious air and falling sand. The army sleeps in silence. The mirror holds 12. Find the iron scepter's twin. The mace holds the key. I see someone walk through a wall. So where's the party planning to go? For some of those who are beginning to proceed down, you do notice there's a corridor that turns off towards the left at the stairs. There are further, what's the term? Break off points along this walkway before you head all the way down.
Hmm.
Yeah. So are
Where'd
you all
Aster go?
joining? Esther went down the stairs, all the way down the stairs. Esther went
Look at
like
the statues.
yeah. For Esther, so you have been every time we come to a staircase, you tend to try to see peer down the hole, correct?
Hmm.
So if you as you approach the statues, they do not move. Would you like to go closer to the hole?
I'd like to look at the statues first.
All right. So
If
so
I
you look. Hmm?
if I hear the words, this is my hole. This was meant for me. I am running
No,
away.
a gelatinous cube comes over and says the exact lines because it's probably the only hole it can fit in. It's square. Okay, so so you take a look at the statues. So the statues are standing on top of cylindrical stone pedestals. So there's one on the north, south, east, and west.
Hmm.
Uh, each pedestal is roughly 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. And as you look at it, there appears to be a small slot on the side where you can see. As you look at the pedestrians themselves, the one on the north appears to be, the surface of it appears to be tiled in a copper material. As you glance towards the one on the eastern side, the pedestrian appears to be coated in silver. The southern one appears to be in gold, and the one on the left, on the western side, appears to be coated in platinum. And each of them has a small slot in
Ooh.
the pedestrian itself.
Ooh, vending machines. Aster puts a copper coin into the copper statue slot.
Okay. You feed a coin into it. All right.
Does anything happen?
You hear a coin fall into a hole and then hit some hard surface inside.
Aster puts a silver coin in the silver slot.
Sorry, I was just trying to move Azaka. Yep, same thing.
Aster puts a gold coin in the gold slot.
Mm-hmm.
One second, I need to actually subtract these from my character sheet.
Hmm.
Aster puts a platinum coin in the platinum slot.
All right.
What does the gotcha machine give me?
Nothing.
God damn it.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Maybe we all have to do it? Aster passes around 55 GP worth of coins from the bag. That should be, or 55 and a half. So that's 5 platinum, 5 gold, 5 silver, 5 copper to everyone.
All right. So do the rest of you follow suit?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Gray requires boosties.
Yeah, the slot is like 6-7 feet off the,
We,
off
we
the
have
ground.
we have plenty of coins thanks to our beholder friends. So.
We have
Mm.
Lestrana will boost Gray up.
Yay,
All
uppies.
All right. So everyone walks around the circle, around the statues of gargoyles, depositing coins into the box.
Where's the handle on the fruit machine?
You, you, you can try grabbing the gargoyle's hand.
Or tail?
Yeah. So you proceed. The party proceeds a circle, putting coins into the slots. When I'll say Azaka's probably the last, is probably the last one to finish. Nothing happens.
I feel gypped. Aster ponders the lack of an electrum-coated statue.
The architect and SFX feels that electron pieces are stupid.
Gray attempts to see if the hands or feet or tail are the pull toggle on the fruit machine.
Uh, mm,
Architect, your casino's broken.
I was hoping to pull a 5-star.
I need to share a screenshot of you later because I was very lucky in Genshin.
I was also very lucky in Genshin. I got Venti on like 5 pity.
Okay, I'll show you.
Let EA decide this now,
I'll
then.
show it to you later. So Gray, you kind of feel around the gargoyle statue. One of them. Nothing happens. Yeah, nothing happens. Yes.
Roy tries to push the statue to see if there's any give.
They are very heavy, and you feel that they are fixed to the floor.
Okay. So
Aster looks down the hole finally.
Okay. So now that you are close enough from climbing downstairs, looking down the hole, especially since you do have color in your vision, looking down, you see greenery. There's some sort of leafy plantation stuff at the bottom of the hole that goes down roughly 30 feet.
The hole only goes down
And
30 feet?
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry. The hole. Sorry. I was looking at my distance wrong. The hole itself is 30 feet. Then underneath the hole, there's another smaller amount of distance. So total distance to where you can see all the plants are, give or take, due to plant height, is roughly 45 to 50 feet total, all the way down.
Hmm.
It's just that the stone surface that you can see along the sides, those are 30 feet. And looking at it, you feel that the sides of these walls are look to be very smooth. There are no handholds of any sort.
Hmm.
Yeah. Shaft. The shaft has no handhold of any sort.
Please do not grip the shaft.
You'll be inside it. Yeah.
Um, well, I think that's how we go down again. Do we want to go down right away or check out the rest of this floor?
Well, the plaque said something about the maze holds the key, so maybe we need to find the maze.
I
Hmm.
don't see any corn.
How strong are these things?
Please don't.
No, I won't.
Oh no, it's another one of the faces down the hallway.
I think that we have discovered that looking into those faces is not a good idea.
Yeah, they're everywhere and they're facing stuff and they're always annoying or dangerous.
Yeah. So from the preliminary kind of examination of the place, you do know that there is a path here up the stairs towards the south. There's towards the west. Uh, there's actually a break off corner that you could have noticed going here. And now that you come down, you can jump down the shaft or head towards the east.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, it
gonna
looks like there's a path right here.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
be I'm gonna need to be AFK for a few minutes. Somebody needs me to move a car.
Beep beep.
We can always take a short 5-minute break.
5 minute
And
break.
Aster just feels like if you were to use teleportation magic, you might wind up here and in a bad time.
Right. You can see our own lines.
Yeah, I can see the grayed out room.
Yeah, yeah. That was where Esther teleported to. It was this. It was on this floor.
Maybe we'll get a cinematic preview of what happens in that room, just
No,
like
we
with the
don't.
dwarf.
No, we don't want to see that. Aster especially doesn't want to see that.
Yeah.
Be
All right
right
then. So
back.
let's take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be back.
Oh, double event. And Mona. Who cares about Mona?
Exactly. Welcome back.
I'm back as well. Give me a sec. I need to drop the warning into the info. Wait, where do I normally drop this? Oh, I don't. Huh. Okay. Okay. All right then. Is everyone back? Oh,
I don't know if it's just me, you, and possibly Silver.
I am here.
I thought you were here because I thought I heard you grumble or muddle or cough earlier.
the gargoyle will attack anyone that provokes them. Does what Gray and Roy have been doing, is it considered provocation?
Aster will not interfere. Aster did not provoke any gargoyles.
Yeah.
Every other statue in this goddamn place has come to life and tried to kill us.
Wait, feeding coins into them isn't provoking?
It's gifts.
Well,
If anything, it's appeasing them.
grabbing their tail, climbing up their arms, trying to push them into the hole. I believe all these are considered provocation. But no, it's fine. It's fine. I, but I've seen their stat blocks. I'd rather not run this combat encounter. I'll just leave it that way.
That's great. I'd rather not fight this combat encounter.
Yeah.
I'm all for murder puzzles for a while after that beholder fight.
Mm-hmm. They have 4 arms. Guess how many attacks they can make?
8.
16.
They're wearing
More-
Genji. They're wearing Genji gloves.
Oof.
Wait, no, it's just 5 attack apiece.
Where does the 5th attack come from?
Their
Head butt.
gargoyles, they have a large mouth.
Their head, of course.
Mm-hmm. The gargoyle makes 5 attacks, 1 with his bite and 4 with his claws.
No, no.
Yeah.
So, which murder hallway shall we go down first?
Is Gru back?
Mm,
Not yet, but it's okay. But putting Guru aside, which hall? Sorry, I was about which hallway would the party like to proceed down? There are, in a essence, like currently like 4 different options. Which I guess is in this case is really north, south, east, and west.
I think it's more of a process of elimination, so not walking towards the face first would be the only thing that Gray would suggest.
I return.
Return.
We are back from a short break, so are you good to continue, Guru?
Yeah.
All right.
we're debating which way we want to die.
I would like
Nah.
to go the way that requires that I do the least talking.
I have a great. You said there are 4 different ways.
Well, technically 5 if you consider the hole in the ground.
We're saving that for later. Special.
Yeah.
So, one. Is there one to the north?
Essentially yes. Would you like me to mark them out for you?
Yeah.
All right. So there's 1. Okay, y'all see the 1?
Yep.
Okay. 2. 3 and 4 are in this direction.
Okay. Where's 2?
2 is you have to go back up the stairs.
So, okay. 2 it is.
So it's a corridor heading southwards. For Esther, you don't realize. Looking down, you do see that at the end of this corridor is a T junction.
Mm, I could
Ooh,
go for a
I
cup
like
of tea right now.
Yeah, some tea would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Aster will go down the hallway and turn this way.
Okay, so as you come down the hallway, before you actually go into the T junction, you look to your left, look to your right before stepping the actual hallway. Towards the western side of the map, you do notice a mirror, and towards the eastern side of the map, all the way the end, there appears to be a stone door.
Is the mirror the thing that looks like it's blue and glowing?
Yeah, that's the mirror. And because your vision is far enough, you do see on the door on the eastern side. There appears to be a humanoid figure, probably painted onto the door, but its exact details requires you to be closer to see. Yeah, so essentially there's a left and a right.
Which way we go, guys?
Why not have someone scout ahead?
Looks at the scout.
Looks and whistles in the distance.
Goes and go check for traps.
I check for traps.
So so you're looking down this corridor, correct?
I'm
Towards the
doing
mirror or towards the door? Mirror or door?
door.
Okay. So looking in that direction, with your passive perception, this corridor does not appear to have any traps or secret things,
Okay.
or at least for your vision. Oh no, wait, 120 feet of light. Yeah, you can see the door up to the door, no issues.
I tell everyone that the door looks the going to the door looks clear.
Okay, how about the glowy mirror?
So so Roy, you turn around. Yeah, appears to be clear up to the mirror as well.
Okay, anyone want to take bets on what kind of bullshit this mirror is gonna have?
If the plaque is accurate, it'll have 12. I don't know 12 what, but 12.
Oh yeah, what was the? Let me read that again.
The mirror holds 12. That would be the one that Silver is referring to.
Is 12 enough to be considered an army?
More of a platoon.
Yeah.
A squadron, at most.
No. Yeah. I think different countries have a slightly different number range for all those, but a platoon is a bit large. A squad is probably more like it in terms of in my local context. No, sorry, they call it a section. 12 is a section. Yeah. Anyway, coming back. Yeah. The ways to either the mirror or the door appears to be untrapped.
Okay, so where do you want to go? Mirror or door?
Oh, let's go to the mirror. But mirrors usually are things that you see your reflection. So maybe we shouldn't look at it while we're walking towards it.
Sick.
Looks at Lestrange. Do you have identify prepared?
Yes.
Okay. We get on the side of the mirror and we have you figure out what it does.
Well, Strana will go and spend 10 minutes casting Identify.
While looking
So
at your feet.
So the 5 of you, eyes on your feet, walk slowly towards the mirror. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Doing that shuffling walk you do when
Yeah.
you're trying not to be quiet.
It's just kind of awkward to walk while looking at your feet.
I do it all the time.
What are you talking about? That was me all throughout high school.
Aster's looking at the wall. This is a nice wall.
All right. So, Lestrana, you spend 10 minutes trying to cast Identify.
Yeah.
It succeeds after 10 minutes. You would know that this is a mirror of life trapping. So, creatures who see their own reflection in the mirror there's a chance of them being trapped inside the mirror.
Fucking called it.
And
Yep,
the mirror
don't
has
open it.
2 command words: one to release the beings inside the mirror, one to turn it off. To turn the mirror off, the command word is Komara. To free everything inside. Oh, sorry. To free the creatures within the mirror, the command word is Blackfire. And with Identify, you will know that if you say Blackfire plus a number, something will pop up. Sorry. You're free. If there's a creature in the numbered cell, it'll be freed.
Is there any way to tell which creatures are in which cells?
No. This is something that Identify can tell you the properties of the item, which is now this is mirror light trapping, but whatever's inside or not inside, Identify is not a spell that can put that information out.
I'm concerned that it's a separate word to turn it off and a separate word to release what's inside, because
I assume the. Oh, go ahead.
by implication, turning it off traps whatever's inside.
I assume that turning it off means that you can't release anything and you can't get yourself trapped in it by looking at it.
That would
Yeah,
be the
but
correct assumption.
who wants to test that?
Let's turn it off. Which one was turned off?
Komara is turning off.
So Aster speaks that command word.
Okay, great. Now who wants to test it?
And then Aster looks at the mirror.
So you speak the command word Komara, and you look at the mirror. You see your own reflection.
And I'm not compelled to be eaten by the mirror.
No, the mirror has been turned off by the command word.
Okay, so the mirror is off.
Okay.
If there is a chance that like other adventurers have come through here and gotten stuck in the mirror and releasing them, they could help us. But there's also the chance that like there's a T-Rex in there and we're all fucked if we let it out.
Oh god, can you imagine releasing a T-Rex into this space?
The T-Rex probably can't fit down the corridor, so if it is a T-Rex, you can probably just run.
That's true. I say we like release like one or two
Why?
prisoners just to see what they are.
I have
Well,
a
I mean,
question.
we could try releasing them one at a time. We don't have to release all of them.
That
I
was
have a
going to be my
question.
suggestion. Yes, what's your question?
You mentioned that they're different cells, right?
Yeah. So inside is the mirror of life trapping. So what Lesrana will explain to you is that the mirror of life trapping is essentially a prison that contains 12 prison cells, and the command word of Blackfire will plus the number will release prisoners for each specific cell.
Okay, but can we see like the cells? Like, is it just a like? How do I describe this? Is it just like one plain flat mirror, or do we see into the
Uh,
cells?
no, you do not. So for on the surface, it's just a mirror that's adorned with, I think, like adorned with skulls or something.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so the warning said that there are 12 cells, so pick a number 1 through 12.
Why don't we let fate decide?
Roll a 12-sided dice.
And
But in order to say that other command where you have to turn the mirror back on.
Yeah, so Aster's like, everyone look away from the mirror.
no,
Okay.
look at your feet. Look at your feet.
And then Aster says the command word again to turn it back on.
Okay, so you Komara. The mirror
Yep.
begins. You can feel a bit of magical vibration coming from the mirror.
Roy is suddenly very interested in his shoes.
And then, do we just say the number first, or do we say Blackfire 10 or 10 Blackfire?
You'll know that it's a Blackfire followed by cell number.
Blackfire 10.
All right. There's a humming sound coming from the mirror, and nothing happens.
Like that cell was empty, or
Nothing happens.
Give us another dice roll, Roy. Blackfire 9.
Huh. 9.
Sorry, 9 or 9?
Well, more like 4 arms, but please roll initiative.
Oh fuck! Quick, yell the command. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Can Aster turn the mirror off before combat starts, so we can fight this without?
Okay, hold
Looking
on.
at
Let me
you.
see. Okay, if it doesn't use a reaction, it doesn't use an action, then we can do that. Let me just take a look at the ruling. Give me a second. This is a very long box text. Just give me your initiative rules first. It uses an action for the command word, so this will have to be an action.
Okay. Whoever has
Yeah.
the highest initiative needs to shut the mirror off while the rest of
Okay.
us kill this thing.
Okay, hold on.
Is this one of the same gargoyle statues
Yeah,
from
it
the...
is.
Oh,
Yeah, it is.
well,
It looks exactly the same. So now you can know how strong it is.
at least it's only one of them and not four of them.
Yeah, exactly. I can still hit each of you one time.
Oh.
I
But
mean, Roy's currently located in its sphincter, so I don't think it can attack Roy.
but I rolled a 3 on initiative, so you guys are fine.
Okay. We just need to one round it.
Exactly. So Roy,
Okay.
you're hit.
I'm going to use my cunning action to get that. Here.
Are you going to say the command word?
You have
Yeah.
sorry, for Lestran will know that you can't shout at it. You need to be next to the mirror in order to use the command word. You have to say the command word within 5 feet of it.
Okay, Lestrana can do it on her turn then.
Mm-hmm.
Is the gargoyle sufficiently big enough to block line of sight to the mirror?
No. So if you look up, you'll see the mirror. I'll just let you know that right now.
So you'd have to attack with disadvantage.
It'll be flat because he has advantage from going first.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So
Okay,
if you
I'm
you know where the gargoyle is, you're just attempting to shoot blind.
Yep, I'm going to shoot blind.
Okay, roll me an attack. Does that hit? No. The arrow bounces off the gargoyle.
Oh, that's my turn.
Okay. Lestrana.
Lestrana will speak the command word.
Alright, command word spoken. The mirror stops harming. That will be your action. You still have your movement and bonus action.
I think I'm gonna just stay right here, and I don't really have a good bonus action.
Alright. It's Azaka's turn. Azaka will hit it with her scimitar twice. The first attack is a hit, the second attack misses. You hear a ping sound as a scimitar bounces on the gargoyle. 5 divided is yeah. Okay, that's Azaka's turn. Gray.
Bonus action. Oh, we can easily take this thing out at the knees.
So that's your action. All right.
Bonus action.
So
It says
as
as
an
an
action on your
Yeah,
turn.
no, I remembered it wrong. My bad. I thought it was the bonus action version. All right.
You could use your bonus action on your dancing scimitar though.
Yeah, no, I'll still do that just to give everyone but Roy, who's out of range, bonus. Actually, it's 10 feet, right? Yeah, no, I can't hit everyone and Roy.
No, it's a 10 feet of the monster.
Oh,
So long as Roy takes 5 feet forward, Roy will have advantage.
right.
Yeah.
So yes,
it's
I'll
fine. Your
toss out
positioning is still
that,
great. Yeah.
and then I'll throw up the dancing scimitar.
All right.
Why do I have... Oh, right, Bless is still on. Bless
Yeah.
should be off.
And I don't think there's a do you see,
I
your
have pack
allies gain.
tactics.
Alright, 23 hits. So roll damage. And Dancing Scimitar is a magic weapon. Okay, 5 damage. Okay.
Aster, one-shot it, quick.
That's the plan.
Asta, please one-shot it.
Hello, sir. Thank you for being released from prison. Now, please die. But wait a second. Let me check and see if that. Yeah. So bonus action, hex, That's one first level spell slot.
Oh, hex. All right. What are you hexing? There might be a relevant stat you can hex.
Strength.
All right.
So bonus action hex, and then regular action purple flame blade. Let me make sure everything is checked.
All right.
Genie's Wrath, flame tongue damage.
You have
Gonna
advantage.
Yep, gonna smite. Got hex. Okay. And given that I just want to kill this thing, I'm doing it versatile. That's the 1d10 plus 5 slashing version. A 16 missed earlier, didn't it? I used my Channel Divinity.
Okay. So that's 26 that will hit. So roll me a damage. All right. So
And that's all magic.
26. Yeah. 26, 39, 44 damage. You hit off a good chunk of his health, but it is still standing and is now angry.
Okay, I've used one big spell slot and one little spell slot.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of Aster's turn, they will use their interaction or their object interaction to take out their shield because they don't want to get hit in the face.
All right. It's now the gargoyle's turn. Do I have anything that gives it disadvantage? Okay. So no disadvantage on the gargoyle. It's gonna swing at both Esther and Gray. So Esther hit it harder. So it's gonna bite and 2 claw attacks on Esther, and then 2 claw attacks on Gray.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll start off with Esther. The first is the bite attack, which is a 17, which I believe misses your AC.
Yep, with the shield, I'm currently at 20.
Yep. Then 2 claw attacks, 21 and 18. So the claw attack hits. So that will be 7 slashing.
Okay.
And followed by 2 claw attacks on Gray. A 13 and 15, which I believe both miss.
Correct.
Okay. So
Shield.
We'll move on to the top of the round. Roy, it's now your turn.
Okay, I heard the command words, which means I can open my eyes and hey, look, it's being flanked. That means that I get a sneak attack.
You do.
But Gray also yelled for you to move 5 feet closer.
Yeah, if you move 5 feet closer, you'll get advantage on the attack.
Mm-hmm.
I move 5 feet closer.
Yep.
And now with advantage. Excuse me, pardon my...
19 hits. Roll damage. 24.
Okay, and then I step backwards, just in case.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot reach.
Oh, no.
No, I'm just joking.
Jesus.
No, but I was doing that. I was thinking my Beast Barbarian because my Beast Barbarian has a 10-foot reach with the tail. Okay, so Roy, you're done?
Yep.
All right. Let's try. It's now your turn.
Well, I'm closer than I would like.
You could always use the help action.
Well, I can also get advantage right now.
Yeah, so if you choose to use your lightning attack, it will just be flat because advantage disadvantage cancels out.
Yeah, well, I have something that's just about as good as lightning. It's not
Great.
as good, but
Mm-hmm.
Hey, blindingly obvious question, but if it's attacking you four, doesn't that mean turning on the mirror just makes it shoot right back in?
And everyone else in the room, yes.
Oh,
It's not worth risking looking at the mirror, especially if it's not like murdering us in one round. We can probably defeat it.
Is the dagger magical or is it normal dagger?
it's just a normal dagger.
All right. So you land 2 hits on the gargoyle, but they go tink tink. So
Tink like resistance or tink like immunity?
think like you see a bit of stone get chipped off, so it's more like resistance.
Okay.
So
I did something,
half,
just not a lot.
3, 4, 7. All right, 7. The gargoyle does look. There are multiple cracks forming on the gargoyle's body.
Gargoyle just looks at Lestrana like she's some kind of gnat.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anything else from Lastrana?
No.
Okay. All right. Azaka's turn.
Oh,
Uh,
one.
It just
For-
occurred to me if Lastrana had 2 daggers, the bonus action could be extra attack, but I think Lastrana is 1 dagger, right? And she's holding a shield. Lastrana is holding that shield.
Lestrana's
Oh.
holding a shield.
Before Zaka's attack, I just forgot to roll this when I got hit. But okay, still concentrating on Hex.
Wait, Hex is concentration?
I thought it
Mhm.
was.
I
Oh yeah,
believe
it's a
it is.
concentration up to an hour, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, did you remember the road Hex damage?
Yeah,
it's
it was
there, alright.
included.
Okay, just checking. Azaka is gonna do what Azaka does, which is hit with a scimitar.
Need to get her a magic scimitar.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Wait, don't her beast claws count as magic weapons?
No, she's not a beast barbarian. She's just a were tiger.
Yeah, so they're just natural weapons.
Yeah. Sorry, that's an advantage. So 25 will hit. Second attack. 17, which just hits. So 3 and 4, 7 damage. Okay. Now it's Gray's turn.
And Gray will keep the regular sword and shield combo since it seems to be willing to punch everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And will go for a sword. Ooh!
Pack tactics, so both are hits.
So 9 damage and 8 damage.
But your longsword is non-magical, correct?
Correct.
So, 9 becomes 4, 8 becomes 4. So total of 8 damage. All right.
And then swooping in from behind the gargoyle's head is a miss.
That will miss. Yes. Okay. So that should be everything from Gray. So move on to S.
Just as a check, the Mace of Terror is just a one-handed mace, right?
It's a one-handed mace that's magical.
Yeah, no, so as Gray's interaction, mutter. Oh, actually, did you maybe enchant the sword silver? Because it's got a magic bonus +1 on it.
I don't think so.
That might have been like when the party was still out on Omu. Yeah. And there was some shuffling of magic items around. So, oh, no, that somebody casted magic weapon on your. Rashi casted magic weapon on your longsword before. Maybe that's from there.
Maybe, yeah. I will fix the sword for future rounds.
Yeah. Anyway, so that would be for Gray. So now we move to Esther.
I swing my sword.
That hits.
Not smiting this time, so Hex, Flame Tongue, Genie's Wrath.
What's the wording of Green Flame Blade? To a different creature. All right. So 27 damage. Looking very cracked. Is this gargoyle? Anything? Bonus action. I assume Esther's staying there, correct?
Yep, no bonus action this time.
Alright, so it'll be the gargoyle's turn. The gargoyle will just do gargoyle things, and I know what, I'll just attack the same people. So 3 on Esther, 2 on Gray. All of you have your shields up. So let's go. Bite on Esther.
That
21 just hits. 8 piercing. 2 claws. 15 and a 16, which will miss. 2 attacks on Gray. which is a 26 and a 20. Oh, that's a crit. So both will hit. Yeah, both hits. The first is 8 slashing. The second is 16 slashing. 24 in total.
Damn bad back. Why did I suddenly turn 86?
Yeah, one of the particular longsword attacks threw out your back slightly.
The fight with the beholder took a really long time.
Yeah. So that will be Gargoyle's turn. Roy, it's now your turn.
Oh. I step forward. I take another shot with my bow.
You don't have to
Okay.
step forward anymore. I've got no aura to bonus now.
Oh, in that case, I don't step forward.
Wise choice.
I'm concerned about those words, but you know what? Sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Would you like try again?
No.
Okay.
I have
Actually,
a
you don't
feeling
have
we're
to.
gonna have to do
Yeah,
this multiple times.
fair enough. So that'll be your turn.
Mm-hmm.
The Strana is now your turn.
Well, let's try something a little bit different than a dagger.
Okay, so level 1, so 7 damage. Alright. More chunks fly off the gargoyle. Looking extremely shaky.
I would shove him, but I don't think there's anywhere for me to shove him to.
Well, if you get the right angle, his spine will hit the corner on the wall, and either that'll kill him or it'll fix his back problems, and then he'll thank you.
I mean, it is free. You can always do it. It has disadvantage on check anyway. Hex gives disadvantage, right? Or is it just a negative modifier? No, sorry. But the thing is for for Lastrana's shove ability is a save, so it's not affected by Hex. Yeah, cause Hex only affects checks.
You're probably
I can
thinking
just-
of Bane.
I can
Yeah,
just
that's
try and shove him into the wall.
Using darkness as your ally.
yeah. So you attempt to shove. You attempt to shove the gargoyle. The gargoyle resists. It's made of stone and heavy. Okay. We'll move. That'll be Lastrana's turn. We'll move on to Azaka. Azaka is gonna swing twice. No advantage, so it's a 15 and 10. Both attacks miss. Great.
Gray wills himself to not hurt so much.
Excellent.
And then switches to the mace and tries to... tries to make sure the gargoyle knows this is not a fight that they should keep fighting.
Okay, the second attack hits. Roll damage. 4 magic bludgeoning. Okay.
I hope you realize this is a bad fight to be having right now.
It rolls at you. Alright, we'll move on to Esther.
Same song, third verse,
Mm-hmm.
and I miss.
Oh, right, okay. We'll move on back to the gargoyle. Continues chipping away. Everyone kind of missed this turn, didn't they?
Yep.
I mean, I hit.
Yeah, you did, definitely. You hit. Azaka missed everything. Gray hit once. Okay, so it's gonna change target. It's gonna do 3 attacks on Lastrana, 2 on Gray. So it's gonna bite Lastrana with a 12, which will miss. 2 claws on Lastrana. 12 and a 20. Does 20 hit?
No.
21 AC. Okay.
I like Bunny.
Your dex is so high, it's almost impossible to hit you.
And I have a shield. That's magic.
Yeah.
I wish I had Bunny.
Yeah, and 2 attacks on Gray. 11 and 11. Even the gargoyle missed everything. Wow. Roy.
Well, this was around.
I
Yeah,
think
that's a
this
round
is
error missing.
I think this is the situation of the old man drops a thing, so the monster swing goes over the head, and the old man stands back up and kind of has to pop their back into place, so the monster swing misses too low the second time.
Wow.
Would Roy
Everyone's
like to
happy
use that
about
bonus action to use the take aim ability?
it. Yeah.
Okay, would you like roll? So please roll one more time.
Roy's just noticing, like, oh wait, there's sights on this.
Yeah, Lastrana installed sights on your cross on your short bow. Okay,
Much
that hits roll
better.
damage. Okay, you hit the gargoyle in the back and cracks ripple through the gargoyle and collapses to the ground and turns into dust.
Mm.
Okay,
Yay,
How many
Roy.
hit points did it have
a lot.
left? No, I mean, like,
Oh, honestly speaking, anyone could have killed it, assuming they hit.
so 1.
No, a bit more than that, like 10 or 12.
So
So
10 was nothing. 9 was murder. Aster tells everyone to look away from the mirror.
Roy closes his eyes.
hold on,
Aster
just give me a sec. Let me just remove the
gargle.
yeah, because if more monsters come out, it's going to get crowded.
Just,
Yeah.
Roy closes his eyes and just like aims for the
Uh,
general direction of the
Please,
mirror.
no, Roy, don't do that.
No,
give
I'm
me
preparing an
a
action.
second. No, prepare actions. You have to name your trigger very carefully. I'm just going to give you that. So you had 9 and 10 so far. So just let me record it down. 9 and 10 so far. All right. That's what. Wait. Are you writing something?
Well, I was trying to write notes on the map, but because of the line of sight, I can't.
No, I'm recording it down as 9 and 10. You don't have to write on the map.
Writing on the wall not needed.
Yeah, writing on the wall not needed. All right. So what's the plan now?
Aster speaks the word to turn the mirror back on.
All right, everyone looks at
Everyone
the
look
feet.
away. And then says, so we did 9, there was nothing. We did 10, it tried to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Or we did 10, we did 9, it tried to kill us. So let's try 11 at the other direction from 10. So Aster says Blackfire 11.
Okay.
Seems reasonable logic.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Uh-oh.
Calm
All right.
down.
So as you call Blackfire 11, the mirror glows, and from it, a humanoid figure pops out. Immediately, you recognize them as being human, likely to be Charlton. She is wearing black, glowing, shining armor, reflective armor, and holding onto a great sword. She falls out, confused, looking at the four of you, and Yaka immediately flies towards her. And you hear him shouting at her in Old Omuan.
Oh gosh. He's probably telling her
Uh,
that we're evil or something.
Lastrana, can you since you are more emotionally connected to not say emotionally connected, what's the word here? You are more in tune with this curse known as Yaka. Could you give me an insight roll? You get a sense that he's distressed, but there is no other emotion coming from there.
Yaka, what's wrong?
At this point, Esther, you can hear their conversation as your patron casts tongues on you.
Thanks. I forgot you were there for a second.
I
What was she
forgot
doing?
she has this stuff. I
What
forgot
was,
she has this stuff for like three sessions.
what was she doing during the beholder fight?
She was completely blind in darkness. I couldn't do anything.
That's true.
Let's just go with that because I'll be honest, I forgot your patron existed like 3 or 4 sessions ago.
It's okay. So did I. But yeah, she does have tongue, so that works.
Yeah, okay. Um, Yaka is
Hello.
calling out her Yaka is calling out her name as Lucanu, and he is, from his conversation, you can tell he's genuinely distressed, but glad to see her alive. Lucanu is asking Yaka, first of all, what happened to you? Who did this to you? And where's the princess? And Yaka is telling her what the brief history he knows between the fall of Omu to the princess being captured and turned into one of the guardians of the tomb. And
How long has it been again since the fall of Omu?
about 100 years.
So she's been in that mirror for 100 years.
It's a good guess. And the last thing you hear from Lucano would be, "Oh, Yaka, my love, what are we supposed to do now?" You get a sense that they were at least in a dating relationship before they both died. Or got trapped. Sorry, one got trapped, one died. Yeah.
One got trapped, one got turned into the biggest inconvenience in the history of anything. But Esther won't say that out loud. Esther will say
You do
hello.
notice that Lucano has like taken. She's wearing a bit of a. She has a bit of robe. She's currently cleaning Yaka's face because somebody vandalized it.
Yeah, I don't know who did that. That's so
Yeah,
tragic.
we do
Somebody
not know.
drew a
And no.
somebody drew a
Mm.
penis on it. We don't know
Yeah.
how that happened.
Anyway, Esther will greet her.
She turns to you, kind of confused because wait, tongues allows you to speak in the specific language, right? Or is it just you say and they hear?
Let me
One of those things. Show
look.
tongues. Oh, they just understand you.
Yeah. So they understand exactly what Esther
Yeah, yeah,
means.
yeah. So the mouth movement is different from the words they hear, but
Yeah.
that will work. So she looks at you, kind of confused. What are you saying to her?
I think Esther will try to like explain the situation. So after destroying Omu, Asarak, who is a lich,
I know
built.
about Isarang.
Yeah, he's the asshole who built this place. Great. I'm glad that you hate him too, probably. Um,
Both I and Yaka were
victims.
very against the trickster gods and Azarac, but there was very little we can do.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Asarak,
Lasana should do that. Yes, yeah.
Asarak, something he has done since Omu was attacked and destroyed is causing the souls of anyone. Oh wait, that's Kiwi knowledge. Is
Yeah, that's
causing.
Kiwi knowledge.
Yeah, Kiwi knows how this ends because Kiwi has watched lots of people do this campaign. Aster knowledge is people who have been brought back from the dead have been having a sickness caused by something within this tomb, and we are here to destroy it and also hopefully kick Asarak's face in.
So you see Lucana pause and look at Yaka, and she replies to you, "I am willing to follow you for now. until both I and Yakov rescue the princess.
Aster will also explain how it's currently not possible to get out of this tomb unless we figure out how to stop whatever the fuck is going on here.
Were we aware of a princess being in this tomb, or is
You
this
killed
just
her.
stuff that's so out of our depth that it's like, okay, cool.
We killed her on
Uh,
the first floor, maybe?
Aster heard Yaka say that the princess got turned into one of the guardians in the tomb.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that was the girl we met earlier, or
I'll
if
say
it's
that you between the parties' collective knowledge, you join the dots very quickly, and you do know that the princess was the flaming skull thing on the girl you all met on the first floor,
Aster will
who
not mention that.
Roy shot.
Aster will double not mention this because if she's looking for the princess, she'll help us, and she's not going to find the princess, so she'll keep helping us.
All right,
So Aster is going to just withhold that information.
that is very wise.
Aster will say that after we are done destroying whatever is causing this curse, we would be happy to help her find whoever it is she is looking for, and also try to figure out how to make Yaka less dead and less cursed.
Okay, so for Silver, so long as Lucana is in the party, Yaka would not do anything to you.
The
He
power
wants
of
to look,
true love.
kind of. Okay, so Lucana would. So do you explain to? Are you still continue trying to play with the mirror, or
I mean, we got one ally out of it. I think that we might cut our losses. Aster will explain the mirror and how it works, and ask Yukana if she knows if anyone else of her squadron or whatever was trapped
hold
in the
on?
mirror.
Give me a second. I need to read the mirror life trapping again.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone got trapped in it before she did that she knows.
No, it's more of if you're inside, do you see other people? A cell is an infinite expanse with thick fog. Yeah, so there's no way she would even if there were other people inside, she would not know if they're there.
Would you witness other
Uh,
people getting trapped?
I assume either Esther or Yaka will translate this for you. My partner isn't here with me right now. So when you say partner, the translation is her comrade in arms, not another partner. I have a few. We were trying to escape Omo with the princess, but we got caught. My comrade Zal isn't here with me right now. They are very strong.
I would say it's worth trying the mirror a few more times, as long as we can just ambush whatever gets brought out at random.
Yeah, so I think we should explain that.
So you explained it, and she steps to a side because holding. She looks at back and sees a smaller person than her, and she stands in front to protect the squishy person in the back. But Yaka is protecting her in this case regarding the mirror on or Yaka will tell her what to do. Oh wait, Yaka has a 10-foot radius around. Damn it. Yaka has a 10-foot radius. Okay, that's close enough. Good enough. Yeah, Yaka can't move 10 feet away from the Strana, so it's a bit awkward in terms of positioning. Okay, so I assume the party is gonna try their luck a few more times.
Yeah, so where did she move to?
So
She's
she
in the
is
hallway.
in the hallway in front of Roy.
Okay.
Yeah, because she did an evaluation on everyone. The person who's most likely to who is not very heavily armored is probably Roy. I mean, Azaka isn't wearing armor, but Azaka is bulky, so yeah. So 9, 10, 11 have been opened. 9 was a gargoyle, 10 was empty, 11 is Lucanu.
Might as well get rid of the last big one. Go for 12.
So 12? Okay.
That's what
Sure,
Grace
let's try 12.
suggests to Aster.
Yeah, let's try 12.
Okay. I'm not even gonna bother rolling. I'm just gonna roll a dice. Odd, it'll go after Esther. Even, it'll go after Lastrana. Odd, Esther. Okay. A bat flies towards Esther and pokes you for 1 damage.
Like,
It's literally a bat, B-A-T, a bat.
Aster swipes it with their
It
sword.
dies.
Ow.
Yeah, just take 1 piercing damage. I'm not gonna run this combat. 1 piercing damage.
Wait,
Okay.
Okay.
It sounds like Aster should be inspired to, take on the imagery of a bat, because criminals and villains are
Oh
super.
no, please stop. No, Aster's parents were killed by undead. So if anything,
She's gonna turn into undead.
yeah.
Zombie man.
Okay,
Okay.
so we've done 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Yeah.
I bet there's probably more monsters in there, but I also want to find. Let's see. Aster's gonna want to roll a dice. Let's try something from the first.
D8.
It'll be from 1 to 8. Yeah. Right now it's
A-
1 to 8.
Aster's gonna not try 7 or 8.
Okay. So you call Blackfire 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. But suddenly you feel something run from the mirror towards Lucanu.
Your glasses, it's invisible. I fucking had it with invisible monsters.
Because it takes an action for Lastrana to use this, you see Lucano get pushed to the side. Roy, you feel something shove against you heavily,
Ow.
and it continues past you.
Okay, so there's an invisible monster in the hallways now.
Hmm.
So that's great news.
We'll see if it comes back. So,
Uh,
yeah, but that was number 3.
It
Let's-
seemed like it wanted to leave.
Let's go for 4.
Hear Roy make a noise of frustration.
Okay, so you call Blackfire 4. And a large hulking figure appears,
Is this your
standing on
friend?
2 feet with 2 horns, carrying a large battle axe.
Horns.
It's a Minotaur.
Oh.
A female Minotaur.
Is this your friend?
And the Minotaur raises his battle axe at the closest person before Lucano tells her to stop.
Okay, friendship. Excellent.
So there's a moment of friendship between Lucano and Zal. You can probably tell Zal isn't happy.
It's
Zal
gonna have to
doesn't.
squeeze.
It's not a squeeze. Zal can probably move down the corridor, squeeze down the corridor. But what I meant was Zal doesn't appear to like Yaka very much. He
We
thinks
will-
he's just a talker.
We will arrange for counseling and therapy once we have defeated the Lich.
Yeah. How dare you date my captain? They have.
Sorry, what?
Aster is just like, oh
They have
my
their own
god.
agenda. Yeah.
There-
They
there's
won't come to
some-
play. That's just fluff for everyone. It's
Can
fine.
we? Yeah, we'll handle this Jerry Springer shit later.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got 2 allies out of the mirror. Aster speaks the word to shut it off.
Okay.
Do you know if shattering the mirror would cause the rest of the things to come out?
Probably.
I'm asking the person who identified it.
Yes. Sorry. Lastrana would know if you destroy the mirror, everything that is inside the mirror will come out.
Okay, we're not destroying the mirror. Does anyone have like a drape we can put over it?
Try just takes out caution tape from her bags.
Yeah, like write a sticky note that explains what the fuck is going on here.
You know what? Yeah, you can. It's fine.
I am all for fucking with the maintenance crew. Like, don't care if it ruins their day.
They'll just come in and cast Prestidigitation. They'll be fine.
Okay. Aster will show Lucana and Zal. How do you spell that?
Oh, Azal.
How many members of the maintenance crew do you think have accidentally gotten stuck in that thing?
Yes.
Wait, are you asking that out loud?
Roy's just wondering aloud. Not.
Someone
It's
here
not
in the party has an answer for you if you ask it out loud.
okay. Just asking it out loud.
Yaka speaks up. One of the maintenance crew. I once cursed a person on the maintenance crew, and he committed suicide. That'll be answering
Oh,
Roy's question.
that was extremely unpleasant.
We're gonna uncurse you, my friend.
I highly doubt so, but your sentiments are appreciated.
We are going to uncurse you whether you want it or not. Yeah, so Aster will show Lucana. Does Zal speak common by chance?
Zal speaks Oomua and only Mioto. Lucana only speaks Oomua, so the common language person with the common language right now is just Yaka.
Okay.
But you can speak tongues for an hour, I wanna say.
Aster will tell them some like basic stuff in common for when tongues isn't active, mostly for like coordinating and combat.
Lucano and Zal, sorry, Lucano let you know that between them and Zal they are a combat
Uh,
group, so they understand basic gestures.
Okay, body language
Yeah,
it is.
body language is fine for them because they have to operate in silence sometimes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
We also try to operate in silence, kind of glares at Yaga.
If you get a sense that if he had shoulders, he would shrug at you.
He's gotten bored over 100 years.
Well, we've got him his gestures at Lucana back.
Here's the second important question: when we restore Yaka, do we remove the drawing of the penis from his skull?
It's already been washed off,
Oh,
and we don't know how it got there.
It
No,
was left there by a previous adventuring group.
Lucara washed it off. We have no clue how it got there.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Okay. So the mirror has been turned off. The party leaves some warning signs around.
I feel like that was like one puzzle to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Kiwi kind of is tired and was
I know.
wondering if we can
I'm
stop
feeling that this
soon.
is probably a good place to start. There was one puzzle you solved. The party solved, and you have two pretty. In a way, the party upgraded that with two allies. Yeah.
We have 2 allies, and we have negated a detriment.
Yes.
I'd call that a win.
It is a win.
Yay! Allies are good, especially if we fight anything like a beholder. Okay.
They have absolutely no defenses against the beholder. Besides soaking out damage, unfortunately.
I mean, soaking up damage is useful.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
We've
they
already
can be
we've already
targets of eye rays.
we've already dealt with the beholder.
But the party also now know about night hags in the dungeon.
Yeah, we'll warn them about the night hags. So if you can't get to sleep, let Aster know, and Aster will cast protection from good and evil on you.
Could Esther give me a intelligence check at advantage? Excellent. Esther, you would know that if a night hag really wanted to do his nightmare haunting on a person, protection would not be enough because the duration is too different.
Mhm.
Yeah, 10 minutes versus an entire 8 hours where a night hag can do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Fortunately, the
this is
rest of
more
the
of a
party don't know that, so we are safe in our delusion of safety.
no, that's the intelligence check for Esther. Esther knows that.
Esther's read the book.
Yeah, and that's why it's an advantage. So intelligence check advantage because Esther read the book, and knowing how a night hack is capable, knowing some information about the night hack, because Volos isn't always very detailed because he's Volos, but you do know that for a night hack to disturb a person in their sleep, protection is a very small, will have very little impact, tactically speaking.
Okay.
There
All I was
are
saying is that
other
ignorance
ways
is
to.
bliss.
Okay, that is true also. Yes.
It means Aster, if we ever level up and I get 4th level spells, I can take Magic Circle. Oh, wait, Magic Circle's a 3rd level spell. I can take it whenever we level up.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So with that, I think we can call it here. So for my own sanity, I'll just let everyone know that the party is close to their last level up, correct? Because this campaign ends at 10 and you're already at 9, correct?
I believe
Does
so,
it end at
yes.
10? I thought it ended at 11.
No, it ends at 10, unfortunately. It's you level up after the fighting the final boss to 11, which is very stupid of how Warzy writes the books. So this is more towards the spellcasters. If there's any particular spellcasting component that you want and you don't have, and it's one of those that you need to find or pick up randomly, could you let me know? I know about Esther's what's the thing called, the water inside a gem thing is somewhere. I already provision for that. But for the other is there any other spells, especially for Lestrana? If there's any component that you kind of need, let me know so that I can place it somewhere inside the dungeon.
Let me
Yeah, it's no rush, no rush. It's just that I just wanted the basically two casters right now. To start thinking, considering what kind of components they will need.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Counter
Because
argument: if you let us get it to level 11, I can get Relentless Rage, which gives me a con save to not die at 0 HP.
all right.
Wasn't there supposed to be like a bonus dungeon you hit somewhere that
Hmm?
would let us get a level up? You said something about like an extra area that you were thinking about adding.
Oh yeah, that's a completely optional fight, but it was just me trying to okay. So that fight is completely optional, and honestly speaking, it's just me trying to see if there's some kind of interesting mechanic for a different type of boss fight. But it's if it comes out, it comes out, but it's really not of importance. Like what I mean is the party is not missing anything if they don't go to that particular fight. Yeah, even though
Okay.
you were technically invited for it.
Oh, okay. So the bot
Yeah,
gets
it was
where
with us. Yeah. So if you decide to take us with us, offer to go to have tea with him, then maybe the party could just trigger that fight if they wanted to. Yeah, because with us did invite the party out for tea.
we'll think about it.
Mm-hmm. All right then. So.
I
All right.
mean, the only thing that Lestrana might want would be more ruby dust for a backup continual flame. Beyond that, no.
Dust for the dust god.
I mean, think about it. Is there's no real rush, right? And if
Well,
there's something they.
I just looked at the spells with materials that are consumed or that have a cost,
Mm-hmm.
and well, it's like there's booming blade and green flame blade,
Okay.
which I already have the material component for. It's called a blade.
Yeah, it's called a dagger.
There's an arcane lock, which I don't see me casting.
Mm-hmm.
There's glyph of warding, which maybe,
What about a
but I mean,
tower?
I don't think it would work in here.
but
Yeah, it won't work in here.
again, I don't see much reason in me casting glyph of warding. There's identify, which I already have the component for.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I still have to decide if Aster's last level is going to be Warlock or Paladin.